Ladies and gentlemen, this is bout number 2 on the card, and this fight is brought to you by National Security Provider. 3 by 3 minute rounds, full tie rules in the super heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, trained by David Torrens out of Canungra Muay Thai, with an official weight of 105 kilograms even, a record of 34 fights, 21 wins, 3 coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, Cameron Chopper Torrens. And across the ring is his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, trained by Mark Pease out of the Strike Force Gym, with an official weight of 95.2 kilograms. 10 fights, 8 wins, 2 losses, 7 wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Burleigh, Jesse Astill. And when the action begins, your man in charge in the center of the ring, Mr. Wayne Mead. Both fighters, White Crew Ramoy.
And there's the tail of the tape right there. And you've got to say, Jesse Astill's had 2 opponents change in the last 4 days. So he was scheduled to fight Brendan Collins. That was match 4 days ago. And then 6 hours ago, he's got the call up and he's taken on this man now, Cameron Torrens. Cameron, a nuggety fighter, taking this fight on short notice. Certainly has the experience advantage. And we've got to thank him for taking this fight to keep Jesse Astill's opportunity to fight on Eruption alive. And
that's the wonderful thing about Thai boxing. It doesn't matter who's standing in front of you at the end of the day.
Throw him down.
He's ready to fight. He's done his training. It's good that they could get him in late notice.
Absolutely. Cameron Torrens, 21 years of age, 34 fights, taking on Jesse Astill. He's only 20 and he's had 10 fights. Jesse Astill to the left of screen there with the red gloves. Torrens with the blue.
And 7 of Jesse's wins have been by knockout of his 8 wins. He loves his hands hammer, so
absolutely
we expect him to come out swinging.
First fought at the age of 16 years of age. Tried his hand at MMA, boxing, and settled in Muay Thai. Formerly from Orange in New South Wales. Trained alongside Charlie Bubb. A big g'day to Charlie Bubb, absolute legend of the sport, Charlie. And I'd like to see what's happening for Charlie Bubb.
A regular on Eruption. It's weird not having Charlie Bubb usually on the Eruption, so the Queensland crowd love him.
See a few things being touted for Charlie. I'm thinking maybe a foray into MMA. That's what I'm thinking. No one's told me anything, but you know, just get these feelings, especially when you're training alongside the great one, Rob Whittaker. Jesse Astill last he fought Rob Lampkin as well. A big shout out to Rob Lampkin if he's watching. As we get the second fight of the evening underway. Jesse Astill chops the leg. He's in the red gloves. Torrens the blue. Partial to a leg kick himself, we're told.
Both boys starting off calm, collected. Worn a few leg kicks early. Felt each other's power. No, not to rush in with anything silly. We see a nice rolling right hand there from Torrens.
Look at the guard of Astill, keeping that right hand where it needs to be. If you're a fighter watching it at home, that's the type of guard you want. Keep your hands up nice and high, looking for that there's no way a hook's getting around that glove. Astill has been primed beautifully by Mark Pease for this one as Torrens pushes forward. And Mark Pease, the Strike Force Gym on the Gold Coast, aren't they amassing quite a stable of fighters these days too? Yeah. Chad Collins, I think, training down there with the smooth one, Mark Pease now.
It's great
James
to see,
Honey.
It's great to see Collins in there and the Strike Force Gym pumping again.
Absolutely, and one of the most established gyms, not only in Queensland but in all of Australia. Mark Pease, a real icon of Muay Thai. One of the good blokes of the sport as well. Switches through and throws that right hook, does Astill. But how tough is Cameron Torrens? Certainly hasn't come here tonight to make up the numbers. He wants to get that win, upset win indeed. chops the inside, pushes forward, does Astill.
Bit better pressure here from the red corner as you see Torrens. Beautiful turn. And then clinch from the big fella.
Long jab. Switches through to the body.
Catch and
takedown. Cameron Torrens. Gets caught with the hook, but again catches the leg.
And the knee too, and he's catching his leg hammers. We see him in the clinch, not looking out of place in the clinch.
No, he's happy to be there. Low centre of gravity. Carrying a bit of bulk with him, is Torrens. Uses it well though. Can't underestimate him. Look at the record: 34 fights, 21 wins. Been there, done that. It's a bit of a baby face too. Baby face assassin.
Yeah,
just steps in last minute, takes the fight. No problem for him. Absolutely doesn't look phased by the occasion or the opponent.
Now I'd like him to start blocking that low kick. That's the only thing I see as we see him lift the leg up then. But he's wearing some big tub thumping leg kicks, and you know, six hours notice hammer.
Yeah,
might not be around for longer if he doesn't keep blocking them.
Certainly taking the lead thigh's taking a bit of a smacking via the shin of Jesse Astill. How are you scoring this one at home, Daddy Cool? What are you thinking? Look at the highlights as we go from the end of the first round.
Yeah, see in the highlights here, they're very calm. Both boys, they've felt each other out. There's been some big shots, worn, landed, blocked. So this is a real chess match, these guys. I liked the blue corner. I liked him in the clinch. He got some good takedowns, but there's nothing in this one, Hammer.
Absolutely. Still landing some solid low kicks, which will score well for him. But Torrens with the catch and takedown, that's always a judge's favourite as well. So an intriguing battle. Wayne Mead gets us underway again. Good to see Wayne back in centre ring. Push kick from Torrens. Again, uses that push kick well.
Yeah, good defense.
Especially as the shorter of the two. You know, usually it's a taller fighter that will favour the push kick. Oh, almost got the catch and takedown again. He loves catching that leg. He's got to watch the elbows.
Oh, right in the pills. Right down low.
Yeah, the face of Cameron Torrens tells the story of that kick. Wayward. Just taking the fight on 4 or 6 hours notice, only get smacked in the nards. Not very welcoming, is it? He's happy to go on with it. The corner was telling him to wait and take a bit more of a breather, but Torrens is happy to mix it up again.
I think one of the boys has to really put it on the other one, Hammer. Just a bit more aggression.
Yeah.
Get the feathers ruffled and see what happens here. They're happy to just trade shots. You know, looking for clean shots, single shots. But if we see someone apply the pressure, might see some cracks to appear.
Yeah. I haven't really seen Astill open up with the hands. I'd like to see him sort of blast a bit more with a flurry, you know, punches in bunches. That's where he gets the success with the hands.
Another shot south of the border.
Yeah. Cameron Torrens, little fella's an absolute shocker of a night out. Oh, geez. We'll have a deep breath in for Cameron Torrens. It's good to be back with your Daddy Cool as well. We always have fun when we commentate together. Mark the Hammer Castellini and Dane Daddy Cool. We hope you're enjoying what is going to be a sensational show with Eruption. The fights already have been thoroughly entertaining.
And there's a better combo there from the blue corner, Hammer, with some hands you saw earlier.
Yeah.
Might fire the red corner up.
Torrens hanging on. Uppercut to low kick. Nice combination. Beautifully done. But again, it's the pace is mid-level, I would say. They haven't really picked up the pace. They're just being very cautious, both of these fighters.
Yeah, having your opponent changed last minute and then last minute again definitely throw you off a bit.
Absolutely, and obviously, you know, 34 fights, he's the more experienced of the two. The blue corner, Cam Torrens. Goes for that chopping low kick again, does Astill. Inside, hits the body. I think the strategy for me would be for Astill to throw the combos and then step out rather than coming in and clinching up. I think the outside is where he's looking his best. Chopping the leg, being a bit more mobile and just getting a bit of flow with the hands.
Yeah, I'm starting to sense a bit of slowing down from the blue corner, Cameron Torrens. So, you know, if I was Jesse, I'd, you know, apply pressure with hands and sink into the body, try and get him a bit more tired. But a bit more aggression. He's tired, so put some pressure on him.
Yeah, it's pretty much counter-fighting Torrens at this point, which is why he's looking for those catch and takedowns. You know, that's a classic strategy of a counter fighter. Just wait for the kicks and punches to come and feed off that. He's doing a good job of it, does Torrens. Second round again, pretty even, perhaps just away of Astill.
Yeah, I think he finished it strong. You could see noticeably that Torrens was starting to gas out a bit. So yeah, I think this is up for grabs.
Absolutely,
final round.
I think you're right, Daddy Cool. He needs to apply the pressure and push the fitness limits of Cameron Torrens in the third and final. Jesse Astill, and take this one out of sort of any conjecture. There's a fancy word from me. So we're one apiece with the fancy words tonight, Daddy Cool. A big thank you to all the sponsors. Radio Metro, Concrete Genie, Punish, National Security Provider. The great sponsors that have gotten behind the Eruption show here tonight. Chopping low kick, Astill.
That's where Torrens is very good, sitting on bum on the rope, good push kick, good body kick, as we see him charge for with the right body kick.
Look at him go, uppercuts to straight rights, mixing the combinations up as well, Cameron Torrens. Astill chopping inside thigh. Needs to change the level, go low, high, low perhaps from Astill. Torrens looking for that uppercut on the inside as well, sitting on the ropes as you mentioned, Daddy Cool, back on the ropes again.
And you've seen this is the experience coming out in this kid. He's you know, a couple of hours notice, he's probably not optimal fitness enough to do it, but he's using his skills here as he moves away. Good high guard, locks up. Locks the lock too. Yeah. Beautiful tie boxing there from the blue corner.
Side knee guard beautifully done. Chopping low kick from Astill. Pushes forward now. The pressure's coming on a bit from Astill. He needs to do a lot more of that. Absolutely, he's well prepared for this. He looks fit, and he wants to showcase his fitness a bit more and put the work rate up.
Torrens happy
chopping again, landing the low kick. So yeah, sorry, Daddy, to cut you off there. Again, chopping leg kick.
Yeah, Torrens just happy to ride this one out, as we see him not real calm.
Big hook finding the mark there from Astill. Fakes.
Minute 20 to go in this final round.
Keeps chopping away at the legs.
More pressure when needed, I think, from the Strike Force gym. He can really run away with this. We see that leg lock again. Nice
turning hook again. Nice level change with the punches to the leg, to the low leg kick there from Astill.
And just hitting up and get that again, hammer.
He needs to keep, needs just to keep putting the score on the judges' cards. Torrens now sitting on the ropes. Is looking pretty buggered at this point. Still now the more aggressive of the two. That leg is absolute taking a pounding.
Yeah, taking an absolute pounding, but he's still push kicking. He's still looking decently. That leg's starting to take its toll, hammer, as you can see.
Yeah, Astill going backwards. Sorry, Astill going forwards now. Torrens going backwards into the blue corner. The tangle in the centre of the ring. Wayne Mead pushes him to finish this one strong. 20 seconds to go. Chopping low kick from Astill, catches the kick. 10 seconds to go. Are we going to see a flurry to finish from Astill? Backing up is Torrens.
Big heavy shots there to finish off.
He's landed some good strikes, good punches, did Astill, and probably just did enough to get this one, I'd say, the red corner. But a massive, massive thank you to Cameron Torrens and his crew. David Torrens, his trainer. Kananga Muay Thai. So big thanks to the guys for making this fight possible for Jesse Astill and the Strikeforce team there. They've certainly worked hard to be on the show, so it's good that Torrens made it possible for them. Having a look at how it went down in the third and final round. Torrens weaving the uppercuts. He put some good leather out there as well, but it was the heavy shots and essentially those low leg kicks, I think, in numbers that will get the win for Jesse Astill.
Yeah,
preempting the judge's decision, we may be.
They really started taking the toll, those low kicks, in that final round, but gallant effort from the blue corner.
Let's now go to John DeMacaulay to make it all official.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we've gone to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges scored the contest 30-27, declaring you winner via unanimous points decision. Red corner, Jesse Astill.
Well, there it is, a great win.
Cameron.
And first one for the night for the Strikeforce gym and Jesse Astill.